The Egyptian military likes to say that it's rebuilding Egypt, but the effort has borne little fruit so far. 95% of its 100 million people are still crammed into the Nile Valley, which is less than 5% of Egypt's huge landmass and home to all of the country's fertile land. For decades, Egyptian leaders have invested billions of dollars to reclaim desert land and build new cities outside of the Nile Valley. This horizontal expansion aims to reduce overcrowding and make more land available for growing food. But the military agencies long entrusted with reaching this goal have largely wasted away this capital. Military leaders began to reclaim land in the 1950s, but by 1970, only 1/3 of the planned reclamation had occurred and momentum sagged. A revival in the 1990s brought another promise to build new cities, create almost 4 million jobs, and increase fertile land by 44%. The result? As of 2006, less than 800,000 people had been relocated to 23 new cities and towns. And despite costs at one mega farm project reportedly rising from nearly $2 billion to $70 billion, soil quality was still so bad in 2018 that it was 5 years away from even growing grass. Yet years of poor results didn't deter Egypt's president in 2014 from promising to reclaim 600,000 hectares and build 48 new cities and 7 airports. Was it wise? 5 years on, this effort had only absorbed about 4% of the country's population growth, far short of what's necessary to reverse overcrowding in the Nile Valley. With projects largely benefiting the wealthy, the endeavor has ignored the 30% of Egyptians who live on less than $3.20 per day. In 2015, the agency charged with building new urban communities received nearly $4 billion, while the Slum Development Fund received only $66 million. That year, construction also began on a new capital city in the desert. It will boast Africa's tallest tower and Egypt's biggest park, mosque, and cathedral, but will divert water from other cities and only be accessible to those who can afford to travel there. As of 2019, the price tag was $58 billion and rising. Horizontal expansion is based on the logic that if you build it, they will come. But this hasn't happened after decades of promises and tens of billions of dollars spent. Most of that capital is dead in the sand.